Did you know that some vegetables can actually make managing diabetes more challenging? While vegetables are typically seen as the ultimate health food, certain types can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, making it harder for those with diabetes to maintain control. For people with diabetes, it's not just sweets and carbs that need attention. Even common vegetables can unexpectedly raise blood sugar levels, putting additional strain on the pancreas and potentially contributing to insulin resistance. In this video, we'll reveal the top 10 worst vegetables for diabetics to avoid. But don't worry, we'll also share 5 vegetables that can help manage your blood sugar levels, which could make a real difference in your diabetes journey. As always, be sure to consult your healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet. 1. Potatoes. Potatoes are high in starch, a carbohydrate that breaks down quickly into glucose when digested. This rapid breakdown causes a quick surge in blood sugar levels, which is particularly difficult for diabetics, whose bodies already struggle to regulate glucose. Additionally, potatoes have a high glycemic index, meaning they can cause a sharp increase in blood sugar. Foods with high GI, like potatoes, require the pancreas to release more insulin to manage the spike. Over time, this constant demand can weaken the pancreas, making it harder to regulate blood sugar levels effectively. Potatoes also tend to be low in fiber, which helps slow sugar absorption into the bloodstream. Without enough fiber, the sugars in potatoes are absorbed more quickly, leading to a rise in blood sugar. This can result in a glycemic roller coaster where blood sugar spikes and crashes, leaving you feeling fatigued and craving more carbs. A study by the National Institutes of Health found that eating more potatoes was linked to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Every 3 servings per week, added to your diet over 4 years, was associated with a 4% higher risk. 2. Corn. Corn is naturally high in carbohydrates, which are quickly converted into glucose during digestion. This rapid conversion can lead to a spike in blood sugar, which is difficult for diabetics to manage, especially if their insulin response isn't strong enough. Corn also contains a relatively high amount of omega-6 fatty acids, which are essential in small amounts but can promote chronic inflammation if consumed in excess, especially without balancing them with omega-3s. Chronic inflammation is a known risk factor for heart disease, which is particularly concerning for diabetics, as heart health is closely tied to blood sugar control. Moreover, corn is often processed into products like cornstarch, corn syrup, and other additives found in many packaged foods. These refined corn products lack fiber and essential nutrients, leading to rapid sugar absorption and higher blood sugar levels. Processed corn can worsen insulin resistance and promote unhealthy weight gain, making diabetes management even more difficult. 3. Peas. Peas, though small and seemingly harmless, can pose challenges for individuals with diabetes when it comes to blood sugar management. Despite their mild sweetness, peas are surprisingly high in natural sugars. These sugars can quickly accumulate, particularly when consumed as a side dish or added to various meals. Once ingested, the sugars in peas break down rapidly and enter the bloodstream, potentially causing a spike in blood glucose levels. For people with diabetes, managing such spikes requires a swift insulin response, which can be difficult to maintain. In addition, peas contain purines, compounds that, when metabolized, can increase uric acid levels in the body. Elevated uric acid can trigger or worsen joint inflammation and painful gout attacks, particularly problematic for individuals with diabetes who are already at higher risk for gout and kidney issues. Furthermore, peas are rich in FODMAPs, fermentable carbohydrates, that can lead to digestive discomfort, such as bloating and gas, especially for those with irritable bowel syndrome or sensitive digestive systems. 4. Beets. Beets, while nutrient-rich and vibrant, present hidden challenges for blood sugar management in individuals with diabetes. Beets naturally contain high levels of sugars, which contribute to their sweet taste, but also cause a rapid increase in blood glucose when consumed. This can be difficult for diabetics to manage, especially if insulin levels are slow to respond to the spike. Additionally, the natural sugars in beets can increase overall calorie intake, making weight management more challenging and potentially contributing to insulin resistance over time. Beets are also high in oxalates, compounds that can increase the risk of kidney stone formation. Since kidney health is a major concern for diabetics, individuals prone to kidney stones should be cautious about consuming high oxalate foods like beets. Excessive oxalates can form crystals in the kidneys, leading to painful stones and, in severe cases, kidney damage. Particular risk for those already managing diabetes-related kidney complications. 5. Butternut squash. Butternut squash, often considered a healthy vegetable, can pose unexpected challenges for blood sugar management in diabetics. Relatively high in carbohydrates, butternut squash breaks down into glucose during digestion, leading to a rise in blood sugar levels. This surge in glucose can be difficult for diabetics to manage, as it requires a rapid insulin response to stabilize blood sugar. If the body struggles to keep up, blood sugar levels may remain elevated longer than desired, complicating diabetes management. Additionally, butternut squash is rich in beta-carotene, an antioxidant that converts into vitamin A in the body. While vitamin A is beneficial for immune and eye health, excessive beta-carotene, particularly from food and supplements, can cause hypervitaminosis A. This condition can strain the liver, leading to symptoms like nausea, headaches, and, in severe cases, liver damage. Diabetics who take vitamin A supplements should be mindful of their intake of high beta-carotene foods to avoid overloading the system. The high carbohydrate content of butternut squash can also lead to digestive discomfort, particularly for those with sensitive digestive systems. Large amounts of starchy carbs can cause bloating and gas, making meals uncomfortable and complicating balanced eating for diabetics. 6. Carrots. Carrots are commonly regarded as a healthy snack, but they can pose challenges for blood sugar control in diabetics. Naturally sweet, carrots contain sugars that quickly convert to glucose in the bloodstream. This rapid absorption can cause a spike in blood sugar levels, requiring the body to release insulin quickly to restore balance. For diabetics, this sudden surge can be difficult to manage. Additionally, cooking carrots increases their glycemic index, meaning they are digested and absorbed more quickly, leading to a faster rise in blood glucose levels compared to raw carrots. This quicker absorption can complicate blood sugar regulation, making it harder for diabetics to maintain stable glucose levels. Foods that cause rapid blood sugar spikes can put extra strain on insulin production and complicate daily diabetes management. 7. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are often considered a healthier alternative to regular potatoes, but they can still pose challenges for those managing diabetes. They are naturally high in carbohydrates, which are quickly converted into glucose once consumed. This causes a rise in blood sugar levels, and for diabetics, it can be hard to manage since a quick insulin response is required to bring the levels back down. When the body can't produce insulin fast enough, blood sugar can remain elevated, which is not ideal for diabetes management. Additionally, sweet potatoes contain oxalates, which may increase the risk of kidney stones, particularly for those already at risk. Given that diabetics have a higher likelihood of kidney problems, foods like sweet potatoes that are high in oxalates can complicate kidney function, especially in individuals with diabetic kidney disease. Though sweet potatoes are high in potassium, which is beneficial for many, they can pose problems for those with blood pressure issues or kidney disease. Excessive potassium intake can interfere with certain medications, like blood pressure drugs, and strain the kidneys, posing a risk for diabetics with cardiovascular or kidney complications. 8. Pumpkin. Pumpkin, a fall favorite, might not be as ideal for blood sugar control as you'd think, especially for diabetics. Pumpkin contains natural sugars, which contribute to its sweet taste, but also quickly convert into glucose after consumption. This can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels, making it difficult for diabetics to manage, particularly if insulin levels can't keep up with the surge. The high glycemic index of pumpkin also means it's quickly digested and absorbed, leading to another swift rise in blood sugar. High glycemic foods like pumpkin require an immediate insulin response, which can be challenging for diabetics to balance, especially over time. Furthermore, pumpkin lacks significant fiber, which is essential for slowing sugar absorption. Without enough fiber, glucose is absorbed into the bloodstream more rapidly, leading to quick spikes in blood sugar that diabetics must monitor closely. 9. Plantains. Plantains, though similar in appearance to bananas, can impact blood sugar significantly, especially for diabetics. High in carbohydrates, particularly starches, plantains quickly convert to glucose when digested. This rapid breakdown can cause a sharp increase in blood sugar levels, which may be difficult for diabetics to manage. As plantains ripen, their starches turn into simpler sugars, which are absorbed more quickly, leading to a faster rise in blood sugar. This sudden increase can disrupt blood sugar control, requiring quick insulin action to keep levels from staying elevated. Repeated blood sugar spikes can increase insulin resistance over time, making diabetes harder to manage. Moreover, plantains are low in fiber, especially when cooked. Fiber typically helps slow down the absorption of sugars, but the limited fiber in plantains means glucose enters the bloodstream more quickly, contributing to fluctuating blood sugar levels, which can be challenging to manage. 10. Parsnips. Parsnips may seem like a healthy option, but they can be tricky for diabetics when it comes to blood sugar control. With a high glycemic index, parsnips are digested and absorbed quickly, causing blood glucose levels to rise sharply. Foods with a high glycemic index can strain the pancreas, which has to release more insulin to bring blood sugar back to normal. This can make it harder for diabetics to keep their glucose levels stable, and frequent spikes can contribute to insulin resistance over time. While parsnips do contain some fiber, it's not enough to balance out their carbohydrates and sugars. Without sufficient fiber, glucose enters the bloodstream more quickly, leading to post-meal blood sugar spikes, which diabetics generally try to avoid. What other vegetables do you think raise blood sugar levels? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.